this is the one where Batman's going to get stabbed by a prostitute.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Batman, foreshadowing. I guess it's not foreshadowing if you just full on spoil it.
No, that's not what foreshadowing means. That's not what it means.
It's small foreshadowing. Batman will get stabbed by a prostitute. Ooh, what's going to happen? Anyway, so Flass and Loeb, Detective Flass and Police Commissioner Loeb are talking, and they're like, we got to do something about Gordon, okay?
Yeah, Mr. Goody Two-Shoes.
We got to take him out. He's, someone slipped a 50 in a handshake, and he looked at the bribe like it was poison, and then he gave us all a 2-hour lecture on ethics, right?
Love this guy.
He's not part of the team, Chief. You got to take him out. And the commissioner is all like, I'm under so much heat right now. We can't do anything while I'm in town. You've got to wait. You've got to be patient. 2 weeks.
Sure, he needs an alibi. He's out of town, right?
Yeah. That voice did it to me. Okay. So we then go to Batman, who is not Batman yet. He's Bruce Wayne still.
Yep.
He's Scarface.
What?
It'll make sense in a second. I'm telling the story in a very beginning, end, middle for this
Tarantino?
one. I'm going crazy for this one. So Batman, Bruce Wayne, is in his car. He's putting makeup on and stuff like that. And he's got a beanie on. Makeup to change his complexion.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, is this Dragman or Batman?
No. Yeah, he's not doing eyeshadow, and he's not like going on stage and being fabulous. He's
trying to change the way he looks.
Yeah. So in his mind, it's very simple. He's just like, he's trained in the ninja arts. So he's just like, it's great. All you got to do, change your complexion up a little bit. He's wearing, a beanie so you can't see his hair. And he gives himself a big scar on his face.
Sure.
Right?
The scar draws attention, I guess, right?
Hence Scarface.
Yes.
So Tony Montana starts walking towards the East End.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the inner monologue in his head is literally like, it's 20 blocks to the enemy camp. Right? The enemy camp being the East End, a.k.a. the red light district.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This sounds fun. Oh, wait. No, I know what's going to happen.
Yeah. So this...
Wow, I know this sounds fun, makes me sound like a pervert, but I mean, this sounds like it's going to be interesting.
So he gets there, and almost immediately he's propositioned.
Of course. You walk in the red light district, it happens.
And you see who it is, and she comes up to his ribs. I get the idea she's like 12 or 13.
Blech.
Yeah.
Gross.
And
don't like it.
Interestingly enough, if she's like, hey, honey, you looking for a good time? Maybe this is just me. I found it a little bit odd that he just replied with, how old are you? As opposed to, no, how old are you?
Sure, I feel like I'd say the same thing. Like, how old are you? Like, what?
But
it's jarring.
Okay, but when I was reading it, you're reading it. So you're just
Sure.
honey, are you looking for a good time? How old are you? That sounds like, oh, let me figure that out so I can find out if I am looking for a good time. It doesn't sound like,
oh, no.
how old are you? Like, you shouldn't be doing this because you're reading it. So it just, it's like that Bill Burr bit where it's, in the court, things sound different. In real life, it was, no, stop it. You're so bad. No, don't do it.
Yeah.
No, stop it. You're so bad. Don't do it. No.
Sure.
So that's what it was like for me reading it.
Yeah,
I just
sure.
found that odd.
You don't make voices in your head when you read?
When I read, I do.
Oh, sure, but you've got pictures.
But when
so
I
it
got
changes a little
comics,
bit?
I don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Anyway, so how old are you? And she's like, I'm as old as, or how young are you? I'm as young as you want me to be.
Blech. Gross.
Yeah.
Don't like that. Not a fan.
He seems grossed out. The pimp comes up and he's like grabbing her hair and he's like, don't you know how to prospect? This isn't the guy you're going to close. He's not into younger ladies, blah, blah, blah. And Scarface, Bruce Wayne, Tony Montana is like, this is my first guy. I got him. So he's like, you're done. And pimp pulls out a knife and he's like, you looking to, get another scar? See, scar worked. So now,
There it is. There it is.
Wayne. He's like,
Chooses attention. That's
yeah,
right.
exactly. So the guy starts attacking him. Bruce Wayne doesn't even take his hands out of his pockets. He's dodging. We cut to Selena Kyle, Catwoman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. She's a dominatrix.
Of course she is.
And she's looking out the window, she's got her, and she's looking out and she's like, oh, this guy's going to get himself killed, right? And her client's in the back, he like raises his hand. He's like, Selena, come back. What are you doing? And she's like, shut up, trash. And he's like, oh, yeah.
So gross. Oh, man.
Anyway, so, he no problem with the pimp, but the prostitutes pick up the knife and stab him in the leg.
What?
The 12-year-old girl, she stabs him right in the leg.
Jeez.
I told you it was going to happen. You're still shocked.
What?
Yeah. So anyway, he's like, what is going on? To quote you from the last video, what is going on?
Yeah, that would throw me off.
And then it's like a flash mob of prostitutes and civilians trying to kick the crap out of Scarface Bruce Wayne.
Okay, but do they?
No, he's like throwing him over his shoulder and everything like that. At which point, Selena Kyle is like, nobody punches Holly, by the way. Young prostitute is named Holly.
Okay.
The propositioned him. Nobody punches Holly. And she jumps down. It's like 3 stories up, but she's fine. She was in the circus, She's got a decent back. Scoliosis, but not a big deal. Bomb lands.
Oh, my God.
She goes up to him, and she throws a kick at him. He blocks it like this, and he goes, oh, she knows karate, but only karate. Boom! Punches her in the face, knocks her out.
Okay.
Catwoman's one weakness, and he guessed it.
Punches to the face.
Yep.
He's 1 for 1.
Boom. Cops show up. Thank God. They're here. Everyone's safe. Point guns at Bruce Wayne.
Of course.
Freeze. Other cop doesn't say freeze, just shoots him. Boom.
What?
Knife in the leg, bullet in the shoulder, unconscious Bruce Wayne on the street.
Yeah, he's going to bleed out. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, indeed.
Especially if it's the right spot.
Oh, yeah. And the other cop's like, you didn't have to shoot him. He didn't move. And he's like, he was gonna.
This is Gotham Police.
Yeah.
I get it, and I've only listened to this comic for 10 minutes.
Yeah, Gotham PD. P Dizzle. Gotham Puff Daddy. Anyway, so he's in the car. And he's in the car. And they're like, oh, how much money did he have in his wallet? They clearly robbed him before putting him in the car. And they're talking about how like, oh, what if he bleeds out? And they're like, then less paperwork. We'll just dump him on the street, blah, blah, blah. And then what I'll do is I'll tell you the way I see it happening, and then I'll tell you the way it actually happened, right? So
I struggle to see the purpose, but that's fine. I'm into it.
The way I see it happening for comedic sake is just, he was just like, came to and was like, oh, can you let me off here? And that distracted them and they crashed their car. He was like, this is my next stop. Boom! Crashed their car.
Okay.
What actually happened is he breaks the cuffs.
Okay. Manly man. Macho
Breaks
man.
the cuffs and, starts kind of fighting the cops and grabbing their guns and stuff
He's
like that.
break through the mesh gate.
Boom.
Yeah.
Full on whatever movie someone does that in, he does
sure it happens in some movie. Yeah.
So boom. Cops crash the car. Car's going to go up in flames. He gets the cops out of the car.
Of course, he's a good guy.
He's bleeding out. He's having a rough day.
Yeah, sounds like it.
All right. And he's walking back to his car, which is, I don't know, it was 20 blocks away before. So it's either sooner or later or neither away further because of where the cop station is, police station.
Cool. So he's a couple blocks away.
Yeah. He walks to his car, but he's like bleeding out and he's like, even just getting the key in the ignition is a problem.
Sure.
We're going to cut to Gordon.
Okay.
Back to Jimmy G. So we go to Gordon. He's getting to his car. He got some sort of call, right? And as he's about to get into his car, 5 guys roll up.
They have burgers and fries? Are they hungry?
Let me check. We're going to take a quick break. So they have bats.
Oh.
Not burgers and fries.
Wait, they were eating the bats?
No, baseball bats.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. 5 guys, burgers and bats.
I thought it was a bat sandwich.
Yep. So they go to, go hit him. They're all in masks, all in black, right? They go hit him. Yeah. It's been 2 weeks, by the way, since Commissioner Loeb was like, 2 weeks.
Oh, it's been the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So he, is like, dodges, starts beating the crap out of all the 5 guys at once. Some moves. And he's like, dude, I've faced worse than this. All right. And as he's thinking that to himself, one of the guys hits him in the back with a bat. And he's like, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
They start beating the crap out of him on the ground with these bats. And they beat him. It's very clear. He even makes mention. They beat him right up to the point of not needing to go to the hospital.
Sure.
Like maybe even just one more hit and he'd need to go.
Sure.
Right.
Just to the cusp.
Yeah. But he recognizes one of the laughs of one of the guys with bats.
Okay.
It's one of the 4 characters that's been introduced so far besides Gordon. So you've got a 25% chance. Yep. Batman. It's Batman. Because anyway. It's Flass.
Oh.
Right? He recognizes the laugh. It's Flass.
Oh.
Yeah. It was either Batman, Selena Kyle, Commissioner Loeb, or Flass. So it's Flass.
Or it was Commissioner Gordon.
Just him from the future. I need to do this. This is how I become who I am supposed to be.
Or just like Fight Club. He's fighting himself and he didn't realize it.
Yes, only there's 5 of him. 6 of him. Anyway.
6-1.
So,
to quote you.
6 of 1.
6 of 1.
Yeah. So he gets into he takes, I guess, a few hours to recover, gets into his car, and he's like, I know where Flass is, so I'm gonna go get him. Puts one of the bats in his car, and he's like, let's go. He's swollen eye, bloodied.
Yikes.
But he's driving. And as he's driving down the countryside, a Porsche, a black Porsche, same car Batman was driving. It's Batman. It's Bruce Wayne. Is coming, and it like narrowly as Bruce Wayne's like trying to make it home, just barely gets out of the way. And the funny thing is Gordon's like, I should pull him over. Right? Of course. He's speeding, he's driving recklessly, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and he's thinking about it, but he's like, I gotta be somewhere.
Sure.
So he almost caught Batman right then and there before he was ever Batman.
Wow.
And then also just as a funny note, there is a third car, and I just thought that this was funny. It like swerves kind of like onto the, what do you call it when you've got the freeway and then land?
The median?
No, just the land that's next to it.
I think it's still called a median.
Nope, median because middle.
Oh, I thought you meant between the two sides.
No, like on the side, like you're getting.
Oh, the shoulder.
So swerves onto the shoulder, and they're like, isn't that Bruce Wayne?
Like they knew it was his car.
Yeah.
Like he drives like an 82, Dodge. Yeah. But it's not a Dodge. It's a Porsche.
They were like, yeah, isn't that Bruce Wayne? And he's like, and the other guy's like, yeah, you must be high on cocaine. I saw a special on it.
Of course.
Just as a funny note.
The rich people doing the drugs. Yeah.
So anyway, so he gets to where Flass is, which is this kind of like house or club-ish, but it's in a residential neighborhood.
Oh,
but it could be like, a club. I don't know.
Sure, I picture like a bar, but I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. And he waits for him to come out. Gordon. We're on Gordon, not Bruce Wayne. So he waits for him to come out. Flass finally gets out. He's got his lights off in his car.
Commissioner Gordon does. Not Commissioner yet.
Yeah, Jim Gordon. And Flass gets into his car, turns it on, starts driving, and Gordon starts following him.
Nice.
Now, I know I told you about Batman getting stabbed by a prostitute in the leg.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm about to tell you is going to your mind. Okay? You're not going to like... You're not
more than that?
You're not even going to care about Batman after I tell you this.
All right.
I don't even care if I'm setting your expectations too high. You are going to think Jim Gordon is like... I don't know who are really... You're going to think he's Batman and David Bowie combined.
Wow.
We keep talking about David Bowie in our videos.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, you don't oversell it, man. I want to be excited.
No. You don't understand. I've hyped it up about half as cool as it is.
I refuse to believe, but okay.
Gordon's driving.
Okay.
This is how people drive. They're reckless.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Gordon's driving. And he, at first, makes mental note. He goes, Flass is only going 5 miles above the speed limit. So when he pulls up next to him and crashes into the side of his car to get him onto the shoulder, thank you, and crash him into a tree, he's like, so this won't be fatal.
Sure.
That's the first mental note. Yeah. Then Gordon gets out of his car. He's got his gun drawn. He's got the bat in his hand, right? He's pointing it at Flass. Flass goes to reach for his gun, sees Gordon's got the gun pointing at him, and he's like, and just dangles the gun, and he's like, he knows Gordon's straight as an arrow.
Sure.
He's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Gordon thinks to himself, he goes, he's got Green Beret training. It's been a while since I fought a Green Beret. But still, he deserves a handicap. And he tosses him the bat to make it a fair fight.
What?
Yep. Gordon drops his gun, tosses him the bat, and is like, fair fight.
He drops his own gun, gives him the bat to give him a fair fight against him.
Yep.
Is this Batman or Jim Gordon?
This is Jimmy G, baby.
Drop Batman from this comic. I'm in on
this. Is Jim Gordon, you won.
Honestly, you could tell me the rest of the story.
I told you I couldn't hype it up enough. It's so cool.
Yeah, leave out Batman and just tell me Jim Gordon, because this is the coolest thing in the world.
So Jimmy G comes in swinging, right? He gives him a clock to the right. You know, he punches him in the stomach. You do see Flask, I think, gets one hit in. It's a silhouette fight and everything like that, but he gets one hit in.
Sure.
But it doesn't matter because Gordon punches the like button and it becomes swollen and blue.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Sorry, I gotta keep it. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. So Gordon punches him. He cuffs him, and he's cuffed. His hands are behind his back, and he's naked. Also, totally derobes the guy. Yeah.
Hog time
in the snow.
That sucks.
Face down.
That's not pleasant.
Gordon gets into his car and is like, Flass isn't going to tell anybody about this.
Well, yeah, he just made him look like a little jerk.
Yeah. I know what she wanted to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's just like, he's going to say it was 5 guys, burgers and fries. He took out 4 of them. He's not going to tell anybody.
Of course. Oh, I'm so great. It took 5 guys to beat me. Nope.
Yep. So that's it, boom, done.
Now, a question.